versus $750. I mean, that would have been well over $100 savings. But I went with this because if you look at the price, we're just a little over $1,000 by getting these 5 drives. Now, these 5 drives, if you're somebody like Lossless Codec using the Red 1 camera, at its highest setting, it can capture over 40 megabytes per second of data. Uncompressed HD at 1920 by 1080 is about 100.
I'm sorry, I'm going to skip through this jumbly jip.
I have 4 drives striped together. Obviously, you know, serial ATA drive wouldn't have the throughput to actually that it needs to actually do more layers.
Talking about throughput and shit. What are you talking about, man? You're getting into stuff that is totally off topic of what my video was about.
So anyways, folks, this is the video.
Like I said,
system that I kind of picked out to go head-to-head against the Mac Pro, a 2400.
Yeah, this $1,011.85 system is just as goddamn good as that $2,500 Mac Pro. Look here, you just don't get it. There's so many people out there like you that just don't get it. At first you said you could compare a Ford and a Mustang. You know, you can do that. So, okay, so is this the Ford, what you're building, and the Mac Pro, the Mustang? I asked you this at the beginning of the video. There's no way in this good God's green earth, or there's no way in the deepest pits of hell you will ever convince me a $1,000 computer that you threw together with a $30 case is going to convince me that it's anywhere near what the Mac Pro is for $2,500 when you get dual gigabit Ethernet and all this great stuff that you're leaving off that professionals do use, and you're claiming that you don't need it.
Mac Pro, but here's actually the video card that I'd probably want, and if you did want to get a little bit beefier power supply, you could do that as well.
Now he's bringing in the beefier power supply. Now he's bringing in the beefier GPU, but you notice these things ain't in his shopping cart. That was with the total price. You know why? Because that shrunk the price difference smaller and smaller and smaller. So he didn't want to put them in the cart.
Wow. And that's what I've just shown you there on the screen was the video card that I'd probably want to get, and the power supply I'd maybe also want to get. But I can build an ass-kicking system for right around.
I can build an ass-kicking system, but the one I just built was ass-kicking. So was it ass-kicking or not? You said it would kick the shit out of a iMac 27-inch. And now you're saying you can build a kick-ass system. I thought you just built a kick-ass system. What are you talking about?
Grand even, and that includes the OS. Now, I could have actually built a system to put competition on the Mac Pro with a DeckLink card, because keep in mind, the Mac Pro only has one 640 gigabyte drive. I could obviously delete that $299.95 on my hard drive system.
You sure could, but you said you wanted that $178 graphics card and that $30 power supply, right? I mean, now you're talking about removing things and adding things. Is this a comparison to my 27-inch iMac video? Because if it is, it's a complete fail.
And get that $200, DeckLink card and in RAID configuration. Am I going to need that much space?
There's another $179 party
throughput. If not, I could actually use that money that I put towards that hard drive system, obviously, to get this graphics card here, which would be a lot better than the GT.
Come on, man, quit babbling.
Saying that in order to micro ATX card, I show it as a maximum of 16 gigs of RAM. Networking video editing system that would put competition.
It says, please make a video showing this. You can do $1,000. I love watching you own yourself. And he's exactly right. You did own yourself. You put together a computer that is $1,000. But it is no match to the 27-inch iMac, and it is no match to the $2,400 Mac Pro. MacWard's right. You owned yourself, dude. So crawl back into that fucking cheap-ass PC hole that you come from, and don't stick your head out until you have some better fucking material. OS 10.